Sculpture racing, think, people, sculpture, wheels, pushed, pulled, and pedaled. Sculpture races happen worldwide, typically during festivals, and are often followed by an exhibition. Sculpture races are short races of less than a mile, where individuals, teams, community groups, and families race human-powered contraptions that they build. The closest one to us was held in Cambridge, Mass. In the 1980s and was revived in 2015. When I heard about the Cambridge People's Sculpture Race, I was the artist in residence in the physics department at Harvard. So I cobbled together a team of staff and faculty, and collectively we designed a square-wheeled boat with a pulley system on the mast that rides over 3 12-foot catenary tracks. Needless to say, we were not looking to win first place. We pitched our proposal, which we named Sisyphus, along with a scale model, and was accepted into the race. Our 6-member team worked for a month to build Sisyphus. I was the team leader, project manager, and responsible for rallying the crew. We had a blast, bonded big time, and I learned that applied physicists really love to solve ridiculously challenging problems and build things. Race day came, and we transported Sisyphus in 2 van loads to the start line. Mind you, we had only given our prototype a test run of about 100 feet. In order to move the 3 catenary tracks, we recruited a dozen wave slaves to leapfrog the tracks ahead of us as we pulleyed Sisyphus along. We actually ended up carrying the darn thing for about half of the race. I won't keep you in suspense. We didn't win. The competition was stiff. There was Dizzy, the giant cat, endlessly batting an elusive bird made by a bunch of kids in Somerville. What's the purpose of a sculpture race, you might ask? No one makes any money. There are no cash prizes. No one advertises anything. It's an absurd waste of time, all for the sake of spectacle, fun, and building community. Here's another one of our competitors, Leonardo's flying machine, with its 15th century design, which had trouble rounding the corners. After all, it was meant to fly, not to be pulled on a road. Then there was Flock, made entirely of salvaged materials. A great 10-foot tall flock of birds with wings connected to strings and rubber bands that fluttered, moving up and down as it was pulled by its 3 creators. And then there was Aesop's Fables, made by a crew of 4th and 5th graders, pulling another flying machine. Not everyone goes for speed. Some race for the sake of creativity, craftsmanship, uniqueness, engineering, innovation, daring, and wildness. You see, sculpture racing is fun. Sculpture racing is serious. Sculpture racing is highbrow art. Sculpture racing is kitsch. Sculpture racing is absurd. Sculpture racing is profound. Sculpture racing is obvious. Sculpture racing is paradoxical. Sculpture racing is a fad. The original manifesto states that one of the aims was to free artists from the arbitrary judgments and give them the clear-cut winner status sports figures enjoy. Part street theater, part performance, art, part sporting event. Sculpture racing is to gallery shows what NASCAR is to auto museums. So in 2015, I raced Sisyphus along with our team in the Cambridge People's Sculpture Race. In 2016, I served as a juror. And this year, I'm excited to share that I'm organizing the first ever Rockland Sculpture Race. Yay! I'm telling you all this in hopes that you will be enticed to build your very own contraption for the upcoming race in Rockland on August 12th. Keep in mind there are a few basic principles. The overriding aesthetic is spectacle. Movement must be human-powered. Wheels must be integral to the work. Kinetic elements are encouraged and can include performance, sound art, costumes, and kinetic objects. We have an esteemed group of jurors for the Rockland Sculpture Race. Suzette McAvoy of the CMCA, Donna McNeil, former director of the Maine Arts Commission and curator, and Michael Komanecki, the chief curator at the Farnsworth Museum. So I hope you're out there chomping at the bit, brainstorming ideas, and eager to submit your proposal to the Rockland Sculpture Race. Proposals are due June 1st. You can find all the information you need at rocklandsculpturerace.org.